Hi, my name is Rebecca Victor, and I'm a spiritual life and visionary leadership coach. And I serve as individuals who are innovative, creative, leaders, teachers, people stepping out in big ways in their life. Big enough that in the stepping out of it, they're coming to face the conditions and situations that have kept them stuck. And they want to transcend those. They want to release them and step into something bigger. And as a result of our working together, they have everything from rebuilding and reestablishing and defining what the purpose of their business is. And then in that, starting to create that business in alignment with that vision. Individuals who have wanted relationships. And as a result of getting clear about those relationships, have began to create and become aware of and prepare themselves for them. Individuals who have had this dream to travel the continent, not the continent, the globe, to meet people, to see the wonders of the world, and who are doing it. Individuals who have wanted a greater experience of well-being in their body. And by defining that, starting to own it, starting to believe it, and in that belief, take the actions needed. Are you someone who has a vision, who has an idea, who has a concept, something that you want to live, something you want to be, something you want to do, that you want to have, and you find that it is compelling within you? So compelling that to continue to turn it aside is painful. And you know you have to do something, but you don't know what. Then what I'm going to be talking to you about today and for the next 3 Tuesdays for the month of July are tidbits to help move you in the direction of, number 1, opening to this dream inside of you. Number 2, identifying it. And number 3, giving it some depth and credence so that within you it becomes very real. So today, we're going to take a look at why even dream, and then the first step in the creation of a dream. Now, we dream because without a dream, we don't necessarily have a direction. Now, we can say, well, I'm going to follow whoever happens to be leading. Well, there's an intention that you set, and you'll follow that leader. You can be someone who says, well, I'm comfortable with just kind of hanging and letting things go what they are. Okay. And as you travel and experience that, then that's what you're comfortable doing. If you're someone who is kind of doing whatever happens to come along because you don't know how to, or the idea of even reaching for it petrifies you, then maybe today, this time might be an opportunity to support you in playing with the ideas of what it is that you would love rather than settling. If the idea of settling brings you discontent, if where you're at makes you feel uncomfortable and disappointed, if there's something in your life that you've longed to do but feels huge, then this might be a real good beginning. You see, the dreams, when we dare to dream them, when we dare to pay attention to them, especially if they're dreams that have this depth of longing, and that to imagine them, even though they're scary, they feel kind of exciting, kind of life-giving. There's something to pay attention to. Because you see, when we start to pay attention to those dreams then become more than about satisfying a longing, an emotion. They come to be the blueprint or the map for where we want to go. They start to say, I want to go there. And when we identify where there is, then we begin to take a look and see what steps that we need to take, one at a time, to get us there. So dreams are powerful in their ability to help give us the opportunity to know where to go and what to do to get there. Without them, we just kind of flail around like a fish flipping out of water trying to get back in, but not sure where it's at. It just doesn't like the fact that there's no water moving through its gills. So think about that. Do you want to be a fish flailing, wondering where the water is? Or do you want to be somebody who's got a dream and who's willing to take a look at it, to have the courage to pay attention to what's happening inside the heart, what's happening inside in the longing, to see what it has to tell you? And if you are, then I want to share this step with you today. It is the first part for me when I take a look at what I want to do as I create a dream. First, I have to give myself permission that even in beginning this process, I'm not locked into it. I'm just beginning a process that lets me open up to possibilities. And then what I do is I start to jot down the things that I would like. I mean, everything that I would like, from the minute to the expansive, like so expansive that I can't even consider how it could be my reality. It's that big. So big that I teeter on, should I even think about it, because it feels so far out of my range. That big. And I write them down. Almost like a brainstorming session for any of you who have done that, where you just kind of spew every idea that comes across your mind. So write them all down. Don't label them. Don't judge them. Don't say that's possible, that's not. Let me go there. That's going to be too hard. Don't even go there. Just write them down. And then once you feel kind of complete with writing them down, what I want you to do in this next phase is create a space for you of time where in the creating that space, it feels good. You feel happy. Or you feel a sense of hope, you feel content, you feel peaceful. Put on some of your favorite music, something that when you are doing this next phase, you feel good. You know, I don't care if you're rocking out to a tune and you're just bopping, you're feeling good. That is a very positive energy from which to start doing this next piece of the work. And that is, start to pay attention in this frame of feeling good about what starts to resonate with you. Ooh, what, wow, that looks, I would really like that. Don't know how it's going to happen, but boy, I would really like that. And this one, that's okay, but you know, this I would really like. And I want you to start check marking the ones that, when you look at them, cause something inside of you to stir and feel excited. Check mark it. If it stirs in you and starts to bubble up this sense of, wow, the possibility of living that, check mark it. And then once you've had the chance to go through, and if you feel like all of a sudden your mind chatter's coming in and judging, get up, dance around, put on another piece of music, go get a cup of coffee, go do something that in the doing of it makes you feel better. And then come back and do it. And once you have done that, then I want you to do is look at the ones that you've checkmarked. And I want you to go ahead and identify which ones of those that you have checkmarked are the most significant for you. If you can, put them in an order of importance. If you could have this first, not what you think is possible first. All right, I want you to go for if you could have something first. If anything, if you were given a wand and somebody said, ding, here you go, Aladdin with Aladdin's lamp is right there, what would it be? So go from order of excitement. What would it be? that excites you the most down to the least. All right? So that's what I want you to spend some time with this week doing. Make sure that you give yourself the opportunity to identify the things you would really love. Make sure to get the opportunity after you do that to then get into a place where you feel energetically happy, excited. Check mark them. The ones that you really, really resonate with. And then I want you to go through that. And then I want you to identify which ones start creating that fire in you. And then just be present. And if you want, you are welcome to start playing with some of those dreams and maybe taking one and taking it and imagining what that dream would feel like if you were living it. What would you be doing? Who would you be doing it with? How would you be sitting it? Would you be sitting like this, or would you find yourself sitting up? Would you find yourself energized? How would you be carrying yourself? And we'll move more into that next week. But for this week, just give yourself permission to have fun considering all the things that you dreamed. The ones that really resonate for you. And which ones for you are the most important in an order. I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful week. And I want to let you know that if you are interested, Thursday, July 20th, at 8 o'clock, I'm going to be doing an online webinar to actually move you through a process where you get to play in the realm of your imagination around what it is that you're starting to come up with this week and what we'll be doing with the remaining weeks. If you're interested, then you can go to www.yourjoyfulpath.com. Have a great week, and we'll see you next Tuesday. Bye now.